So I recently rewatched the first couple episodes of Dragon Ball Z, and after I watched the events that set everything into motion, I was left with an interesting question. Did it make sense for Raditz to come to Earth and recruit Goku? I never really questioned Raditz's reasons before, but now they don't really seem like good ones. After breaking this down, I think we will be able to agree that the Saiyan Saga should have never happened. So the first thing to look at is what Raditz actually said was his reason for coming to Earth and recruiting Goku. Here's a clip of what he said.
Recently, we happened upon an inhabited world that we think could fetch us a nice price. But there's just one tiny problem. Even with all three of us, it won't be an easy fight. And that's where you come into the picture, my long-lost little brother. Your power level is lower than I would have liked, but even so, the four of us together should be able to manage just fine. Stay away from me!
As you heard, Raditz didn't think that Vegeta, him, and Nappa were enough to handle the people of this planet, at least not easily. So if these people were so strong, why would they think Goku would have helped them much at all? Raditz clearly assumed Goku would be weaker than he was, but when he got to Earth, he was surprised to find Goku was even weaker than he had thought. The scouter's initial reading of Goku's power level put Goku at 334, which was much weaker than Raditz. Despite knowing this, Raditz still believed that Goku's help would be enough to help them conquer the planet. This implies that Goku was strong enough, but then it begs the question of why Vegeta and Nappa would have any trouble without Goku. Vegeta and Nappa should have been able to easily wipe the planet themselves if the inhabitants were weaker than Goku. I guess one option could be that they just needed an extra pair of hands for the job. But then why wouldn't they have just used Cybermen? We've seen that Cybermen can be about as strong as Raditz, so it makes sense that they would have been a much bigger help than Goku. Why would they go through the trouble of recruiting Goku when they could have essentially added multiple Raditzes to the group? The only way Goku might have provided more value than Cybermen is if they were planning on having all of them turn into great apes. Even if they did, their reasoning for needing Goku's help is still questionable. Great apes multiply Saiyan's power by 10, so Goku would have had a power level of 3,340, which still makes him weaker than Nappa in its base form. I find it hard to believe that the addition of Goku's great ape form would have allowed them to accomplish anything that they couldn't already. Fortunately, the show hints that utilizing the great ape forms was not in their plans. We know this because after Raditz finds out that Goku does not have his tail, he still believes that Goku is strong enough to help them. There is a possibility that Raditz actually lied about his reasons for coming to Earth. Admittedly, this is a bit of a stretch, but he was dead set on having Goku join them even after seeing that he had gone soft and was weak. But he switched to wanting to kill Goku once the fight started. If the job was that important, he could have just knocked Goku out and left with him. Still, this one is unlikely, and I have no idea what his true intentions could have been if he lied. Maybe the actual reason for Raditz's confidence was that Toriyama was making up things as he went. Maybe he didn't know how strong Nappa and Vegeta would be or what the Great Ape multiplier would be at the time. Either way, I can't help but feel like this is just another inconsistency in Dragon Ball. Let me know what you think in the comments. Am I missing something here, or was this actually a poor reason for Raditz to go to Earth? If you liked the video, smack that like button and subscribe if you want to see more discussion videos like this. Thanks for watching.